Alright, for everybody out there in YouTube land, here is the obligatory taking down the headshot. Gotta be a real YouTuber, right? Voila. I have a visitor in camp. I stopped over to do my business just a little bit ago. She came up and startled me. Oh gosh, look how pretty that is. Probably 10 yards from me at the most, 5 yards. Good morning from day 6 on the trail. Nice easy day, 6.5 miles to South Puyallup. A little climb to begin with, about 1.5 miles downhill, and then I think about 4 miles up, be about 1,000 feet or something like that, so not too bad today. My pack is heavy, 6 days of food. About 6 days of food. It does weigh a lot. I should probably reshift it in my pack. It feels like it's riding a little high. If I drop it lower, my back might be a little better. But so far, it's been a great morning. Seeing that deer camp was really good. I'm just a little ways out. But I forgot to introduce today, so I wanted to stop and do that. We'll see you up here and hopefully out of mosquitoes. Not too shabby. Beautiful. I don't know if those are lupines or what up here. So I'm probably no more than a third of a mile out of camp and came up to this gorgeous lake here. Lots of mosquito activity around here, but I guess if you didn't get water before camp, you come here and get it a little more stagnant than the streams. But keep going past the pond, and there's a little stream here to fill water up on, better than the pond. The top of that pond, I tried to get on video, but it wasn't. It was just covered with probably mosquitoes, midges, something like that, flying over. It was really pretty, but a lot of sunlight wouldn't let me pick up on them. I just ran into a hiker that I was behind lying in the afternoon when I was at Longmire, my first day before I started the trip, and listening to him plan this trip. But I was hoping I'd run into him because he had a pretty adventurous trip. I think he had 7 days or something like that, and it was fun talking to him. He said he had a little misadventure going over the snow slopes up there at Indian Bar and slid and lost a bunch of gear. So he ended up, he said he was a little seeing things and stuff like that. So he ended up getting off at sunrise, went into REI, probably in Seattle, got all the gear left and came back out and just did up to Puyallup last night and back because they were still on his permit. So I was glad to see it. He was very excited about everything here. So positive energy, great to see. Just got my first view of the ranger cabin there. Nice. Oh, I just gotta soak this all in with my eyes because this video is never going to kind of capture this. Getting another view of the mountain today. We moved away from those glaciers on the front side. Now we're kind of on the side here. I am so glad this is a short day. This beauty just, as the song says, bringing a tear of joy to my eye. This is gorgeous. I don't know if I've ever been anywhere as pretty as this. I've seen some pretty places, but this is magnificent. Back into the forest here as we start dropping. I think it's called the Tahoma Suspension Bridge. Probably about a little over a mile from me. Just taking my time, moseying along today. I'm in no hurry. Mosquitoes are still a few around, but not nearly as bad as they were up above. I should probably stop here. Got a slope with a lot of needles on it. But yeah, it's nice. I think I probably have about 0.3 miles to the bridge. I can see the river down below me, but we're in a pretty steep descent right here. This would suck to come up. I'm taking it slow, I don't want to slip. But it's fairly steep going down. I can feel it on my knees. Just made the suspension bridge. Steve, who we've been hiking around, is going over it now. Almost there. And there's Heather. Heather just took off. She informed me that apparently there are a few boards missing on here. I'm not sure if I'll videotape this or not. Not sure if I'm feeling brave enough. All right, we're gonna try to tape it. Oh boy. Oh, it's not that bad. Yeah, it is. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna stop taping. All right, just took a little break after the bridge there to get some energy in me. I have 3.7 miles to the camp, and I believe it's all uphill from here. So got that going for me. Another look down at the bridge there. I thought it was gonna be a gentle climb, but no, we're climbing pretty steeply right now. Whew. We got some clouds building up over there. I'm hoping those are just normal afternoon clouds that build up around Rainier. Above me, those look kind of dark. But this way, there's still looking some blue sky up there. So hoping these aren't anything that I need to be worried about. I've gained about 1,000 feet in just 1.2, 1.3 miles so far. Maybe a little less than that. Slow going for me, but I'm going. That's what counts. I did get a nice little flat section here, but looking forward, there's nothing I really want to do. It's all up and steep. For some reason, I'm thinking I have to go up this right there and drop down the other side. But yeah, everything is climbing out of here, so we'll have to see what hell's in store for me. I think I saw Steven and Heather up here taking a break. Looking back down, right down there was where we had lunch. And it actually hasn't been that bad of a climb up here. I thought it was going to be much worse, but not too bad. I think once I get up here, then maybe I get to go downhill to South Puyallup. We'll see. All right, just topping out on this little climb. It looks like it's going to be amazing views. Does not disappoint. We're on a fairly steep descent with lots of switchbacks. This is my least favorite stuff to go down. Kind of loose rocks, dirt. I just slipped a minute ago thinking about it, and I take it slow. Still heading down on all these rocks. Whew. It's been slow going. This is also really tiring, almost more tiring than going up. Having to stop your legs rather than push up. So almost there though. I think I'm really close. Look at all the sediment in the water down there. It's like chocolate milk. Hope that's not what I have to filter out at night. That'll suck. A little bit of reprieve from those rocks now. Feels good again. I think I'm gonna go with the old lucky site number 2 again. It's done me good so far a few times. Because right now, honestly, I'm too lazy to go look at the other one. So we'll take a look and see what we got here. Made it into camp about 1:30, so it's about 5.5 hours total. Moving to only do like 6.9 miles. It was slow. Surprisingly, that downhill after I met up with Steven and Heather, we had that little push up top, which wasn't bad. But it was that downhill coming down that was really tiring and really slow, especially on the rocks. I didn't want to my feet slide out under me, which can easily happen on that dirt. So took our times. Once I got to the kind of turn off here, said goodbye to those guys. They're going to finish 2 days ahead of me. They still have to go another 3 or 4 miles up at Cow Patch or something like that tonight, which not looking forward to that for them. It's got about 2,000 foot climb, or pretty good climb, which I get to do tomorrow and then drop down and camp. They're going to go up today and then I think go to Golden. I go up tomorrow, have one more camp and then Golden, and get my 2 tough days, I think. So I made it in campsite 2. I went up and looked at 3. I didn't like it quite as well. It was a bit bigger, so I left it for some other people. There was a bunch of group people down there at either site 1 or the group site. So all 3 or 4 tents going up there. Letting everything dry out from last night. Not that it rained, but we got dew from the ground and stuff like that. So I'm going to let that dry off a little bit. I need to get some water. I'm down to my last little bit of my liter. I'm going to finish that up. I'll probably go down, as always, filter 2 liters down there, maybe clean up if it's not too cold. Otherwise, maybe I'll come up here and clean up, get some of the stickiness off my body, and then set the tent up. Or set the tent up first and then go do it. We'll see what happens, how long it takes the stuff to dry. All right, talk to you in a bit. Just had to go on a little walkabout to find water. I tried this small stream right behind my site, and I couldn't get it first, so then I thought I'd walk down the trail. Found a bathroom, nice bathroom, but I didn't find anywhere to get water. I talked to people at the group camp, and they said when they talked to the rangers, they had told them kind of up a little bit ways the way we came. I didn't feel like going up, so I came back to my camp here and went downstream to a couple puddles and just scooped up into my Sawyer, which right there is filtering, so that's going to work. I'm going to fill my 2 water bottles as always, fill the 3 liter for later, and wash the socks. This is night 6 camp setup, pretty nice. Right in the back there is the bear bag, the bear pole. So pretty nice site. I saw this earlier when I came down past the bathroom looking for water. These are all columnar, maybe basalt, like I saw at the other campsite. But here, look at that. As you go up, you can just see them all in there. So cool. This is just a little bit up the trail from that last one I gave you. I love on this section how you can see kind of the columns are curved, and up tight you can see the up top, you can see the nice columns really clear. I finished up dinner and kind of retreated into the tent here. It was a little cold, but I'm feeling good now. I got some pants on, a clean hoodie, getting some pretty rays of light coming in right in front of me from the last rays of the day. It's still early. It's probably, 5:30ish. I got to text Karen, which was good. Getting ready to take a look at tomorrow. It's about the same distance as today. More climbing though. I want to say almost 3,000 feet of climbing. I'm not sure if that's correct. And most of it's done within the first 3 miles. So if that's 1,000 feet a mile, that's going to suck. Maybe it's not quite that much. Maybe it's 2,400, but it's still going to be a lot. But today the climbing was okay. It was the descent that beat me up a little bit. So I know I do have a descent into, where am I going tomorrow? Oh, North Puyallup. I am going to maybe go up to Caltrap. I know it's a little bit off, but some lady said it was a beautiful view, and I think they might have cell coverage so I can call home. But it was a great day. Going through Indian Henry's meadow was one of the most spectacular things I've ever experienced. That was just so magical and so beautiful. I want to come back someday and do that again, bring Karen with me and Kate, and all of us get to enjoy that. But that place was just incredible. Brought tears to my eyes. So I think I'm gonna study the map a little bit, maybe listen to a book, maybe read a little bit, and then call it a night. Once again, only 7-ish miles tomorrow, so no need to hurry out of camp. In my pace, it's probably gonna take me 6 hours, 6.5 hours. But hey, even if I leave at noon, it's only 6:30. I'm not gonna leave at noon. I can't sleep that late. Be nice if I could sleep through that annoying bird at 5 a.m., but probably not. There's other people around. All 4 campsites here, plus the group site, are filled tonight. So I'll probably hear people in the morning. All right, guys, that's a wrap for day 6. Ooh, I'm halfway through. Each day now gets me closer to the end. Not that I want it to end, other than to get home and see my family, miss them. All right, guys, talk to y'all later. Good night.